What's up, guys? I'm back today with episode 2 of our Pocket GM3 beta series. Now, we made a lot of changes, and I'm expecting this team to be probably pretty bad. If we head over to the power rankings, you guys can see we are a 73 overall, which is top or bottom 4 of the league. So I have a feeling we're going to be competing for this like top 8, top 10 pick. The offense is a little bit better. 75, not terrible. The defense is really rough at a 71. And you guys can see some of these teams start out at a really high overall. We got New Orleans at a 97 overall for offense and 92 Denver overall on the board. We're expected to be in the playoff hunt, which is kind of annoying. So I'm not excited about that. We shouldn't be in the playoff hunt. I wonder if we can like adjust this down. I don't think we can. We cannot adjust this down. Owner minimum playoff hunt. So I don't think we're going to be in the playoff hunt. I have a feeling we're going to do probably fairly similar to last year at 6-11, maybe 5-12, but hoping for that top 10 pick. We made a lot of moves. You guys can see this team. We ended up trading for Denver Wilcox. Last year didn't end up playing in Pittsburgh, and we get him for 3 years, 81 overall. He is 34 years old, but we can probably trade him if we end up seeing someone in the draft that we're interested in. We have a new rookie running back. Wide receiving core is looking pretty good. Tight ends are pretty good. We're going to end up getting rid of him. We're not going to bring him back. Offensive line is a little rough defensively. We're not looking great. A lot of these players are on one-year deals, as you guys can see, especially defensive ends. D tackles are not too bad. And our linebacking core is absolutely horrible, as you guys can see. Cornerbacks, again, not great at all. Pretty okay rookie at a 70 overall. Where did we get him? 4th round, so not great. Safeties are okay, and again, with the kicker and the punter, I don't expect this team to do good. I'm going to put the prediction at 5-12. I think we're going to go 5-12 this year. So start off this one against Indy. We do end up losing 21-14. I do want to check a couple of the first games. I know last episode went really long with me checking out every single game, but I do want to check out a couple of the first games just to kind of see how we're doing. At least how the quarterback's doing. We lose to Pittsburgh, where our quarterback comes from. He ended up throwing 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. He's not doing too bad. I can't complain how he's playing. This is the rookie running back who is doing all right as we move to 0-2 on the season. Moving to Green Bay. Can we get the W? Someone has to win, and it wasn't us, 27-13. We'll stop at like maybe 4 weeks through. We do have an injury to our cornerback. Is that our top cornerback, our second cornerback? Not great. So we're going to move on to the next game against Tennessee. Someone needs a W here, and it's not going to be us. It is us. I completely messed this up. 44-3. We go out there and have a great day. 200-yard rushers, which is absolutely phenomenal there. Our backup rookie or our second-year player. And 3 touchdowns on the ground. Was that 5 touchdowns on the ground by the team? 2 by the wide receivers, 71 yards for Trey Johnson, 63 overall rookie out of the 7th round. That's pretty funny. But anyways, we do get the first W there going against Cincinnati. Going to be a tough one. I don't expect us to win, and we get a nice little upset victory, 28-21. Their quarterback throws 2 interceptions, and we move to 2-4 on the season, 2-3 actually. And we are going to move on to Detroit. Can we get another victory? We do. 35-27, 4 touchdowns for the quarterback, and we are going to move up. What is our guy's name now that I'm thinking about it? Denver Wilcox. I completely messed it up, but 11 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Our rushing game's looking pretty good. 5 yards a carry over here, and 6 yards a carry for the backup. But let's move on to the next week. We're going to be playing Indy. And we do end up losing by 8, 24-16. So last year we started off really good. I think we were 4-4 through 8 weeks, and then we ended up finishing 6-11. So if we can lock down a little bit better, one of our safeties injured. That is not great. 1 week though, so not too bad. And let's move on to the next week against Minnesota. We need to win some of these tough games, and we do. 42-14, 3 interceptions for their guy. As we move on through week 8, we are 4-4 again. We need to be a little bit better here. And our tight end is going to be out for 7 weeks. Not exactly what we wanted to see happen. But we are in the playoff hunt, which is kind of surprising. Our defense is pretty up there. Let's check out the power rankings. You guys can see we are going to be 24th overall. Offensively, we're 20th, not too bad, can't complain about that. And defensively, we're way up here at number 12, 72 overall, and somehow we are playing fairly well. So check out some of these stats. You guys can see defensively, we're absolutely insane. I do not understand it, but let's move on, head into week number 9. This is where the downfall started last year, so let's hope this doesn't happen again. We do lose to 1-7 Las Vegas there. Not exactly what we wanted to have to see happen, but we're going to move on to the next week. We do have another injury to our cornerback. Is that the same guy that was injured before? No, it's our number 1 corner. Moving on to Houston. We do get the W, moving us to 5-5. In the hunt, 3 interceptions for their guy. Moving on to Baltimore. Another little bit of a tough matchup. 37-24. We do take the loss there. And we are 5-6 on the year. Moving on, we lose 40-20, moving us to 5-7. We got New Orleans. We have it seems like we're having a tough schedule here, and we lose by 3 points. We had a good game with them last year, and we end up losing this one. And that moves us to 5-8 into last place in the division. Are we giving up a lot of points? Let me go back to the main screen here. It looks like we're pretty good on offense, pretty good on defense. 323 points on offense isn't too bad, but we're going to move on to the Jets, and we do lose again. That is, 4 straight losses, I'm pretty sure, moving us to 5-9. The entire division is 7-7. Can we get a nice little win here against Tennessee? We don't. That is 5 losses in a row, moving us to 5-10 on the year, and nothing better here than having our quarterback get injured with a foot sprain for the last 2 games of the season. And we're going to need to go spend our $4.5 million and sign a quarterback. So Bobby Renner out there, but we cannot afford him. It looks like we're bringing in either Avery Diggs. This guy is not great. Did throw 2 touchdowns in his one performance. Let's look at JT Allen. Didn't really play. Nick Aguilar didn't really play. It looks like Avery Diggs is going to be the pickup, as we are going to bring him in on a 3-point. What is his contract looking like? A $1.3 million deal for 2 games is what he's going to play. And we'll have to see what we can do. As we move on to Cleveland, we do lose 40-26. Our quarterback, there was 2 touchdowns, though 2 interceptions. They run for, I don't even want to talk about this, 4 touchdowns, over 200 yards. Absolutely embarrassing. And we move on to Houston, and we finish exactly 5-12 like I expected. What a fall from grace. What an absolute fall from grace. We were looking so good as we head over here and check out the schedule. We were looking pretty good. We were 5-5 at one point? Did we lose 7? How many games did we lose in a row? Absolutely terrible as we lose. Just what an embarrassing way to close out the season. That is not the way we wanted to do it. You guys can see after that point, we were 3-3 to start off the year. So not too bad. 3-3. We end up finishing 2-9. 2-9, beating Minnesota and Houston. We started off pretty good with a pretty good set of wins. 3 in a row there, beating a tough Cincy and Tennessee. And then we just fell absolutely terrible. Absolutely terrible. We closed out the year losing 7 straight games. I don't even know what to say to that. That is not what we wanted to have happen. Check out the playoffs. It looks like Houston's going to win the division at 9-8. We gave up a lot of points. We did score a fairly good amount. Denver, 561 points, and New Orleans. Imagine going 15-2. 15-2 in who else went 15-2? 15-2 with Philly, and still getting the 3 seed. That is insane. How did that work? How did Arizona get the 2 seed? Arizona got the 2 seed, Philly. We're going to forget about it. It's okay. But we'll move on. We're going to actually check out some of the stats on the team really quickly, and then we'll move through to the offseason. So 21 touchdowns, 6 interceptions for the quarterback isn't bad. 13 touchdowns on the ground, 6 for the backup isn't too bad. Ryan Reynolds with another 1,400 receiving yards. Cody Rochelle, this is our rookie running back. Wow, I hope he actually has a chance to win Rookie of the Year. And sacks-wise, 5 for Duke Mack, 5 for Jonathan Allen. And let's go two players with 3 interceptions, 3 players with 3 interceptions. Not too bad. A couple forced fumbles. A kicker with another solid year, 18 for 21. Lots of punts, though. And we are going to sim through this playoffs and see what ends up happening as we move on to the next round. In the conference championship, both the 1 seeds end up making it. And the Super Bowl, the Champions Bowl, is going to be between Denver and New Orleans. We did almost beat New Orleans. It came up just a little bit short. I feel like they're going to end up getting the W. And they do, 35-25. Their running back is going to be player of the game with a huge receiving day. And that is where the season's going to end. Denver quarterback 44-11. The backup in New Orleans. Wow, both the MVP candidates end up making the Super Bowl. 43 touchdowns to 3 interceptions. Absolutely insane stats. And we get Offensive Rookie of the Year with our running back. Huge day for him. Denver with their backup guy. And that is where that's going to end. Our all-pro running back. Definitely good there. I have a feeling our receiver made Conference Bowl. And he didn't. 1,400 yards doesn't make Conference Bowl. That is all right. But we have 1 player of the year, 2 all-pros, 4 conference players. Looking pretty good for the team. And we have a lot of improvements. 5-12, exactly where I expected the team to finish. But we'll have to see what we can do here in the offseason. So the owner does say, we expected more from you and the team this year, and are disappointed with the performance. This team isn't ready to win a championship, but we still expect you to make a run at the playoffs next year. And it's so disappointing. So disappointing. All right, so you guys can check out some of the players that we did end up bringing back. We brought our receiver back on a 1-year, $15 million deal. I feel like a lot of the contracts got jumped up in value, especially for players that are low overall. Like, it's pretty crazy how high some of these contracts are for some of these players. Like, look at an 83 overall player. I mean, 24, I guess I'll cut him some slack. But this guy, 29 and 85, asking for $13.4 million over 2 years. I feel like that's a lot to ask for. So, we do have a couple of retirements on the team, which makes sense. They're 34 and 32. Cornerbacks, we're not going to bring these guys back. They're kind of veterans. We might bring back the kicker, but we'll have to see what free agency does look like. We'll actually hop in here, and we're going to let 13 players go. There seems like there's some star players here in free agency, and you can see what the team lies at a 61 overall. The quarterback is on the decline now, so I'm a little worried about that, but we'll have to see what kind of moves we can make. We're in need for a lot of positions here. We'll check out some free agency. We have $96 million to spend. And it looks like here's some of the players that are out there for us to get. So a lot of moves, a lot of thoughts need to be made here, and a lot of things we do need to figure out, but we will definitely work on those. So I'm going to make some offers, probably sign some players, and I will see you guys, and we'll see what kind of changes we end up making for next year. So heading into year number 3, this is what the team is going to be looking like. We had to keep Denver Wilcox. Nobody good in the draft that we were able to get. It did end up getting a new backup in the 6th round. Running back still the same. Picked up another wide receiver. You guys can check out what things are going. Super development here. 65 tight ends. Offensive line's looking all right. Defensive tackle. We picked up a lot of kind of filler players that are not going to be here for a long term. But you guys can check out some of the younger players that we have. We ended up trading for a good amount of players, or at least some of the younger players that we wanted to get. So we got some good players. Cornerbacks, kind of okay. We ended up drafting this guy in the 1st round, and he ended up being a 76 with quick development. Not exactly the best pick I've made, but other than that, the team's okay. We're 75th or 75 overall team, and we're 27th in the power ranking. I have a feeling we're going to move up, maybe potentially. We'll have to see. Overall, 25th. Offensively, 24th. And defensively 23rd. So maybe we'll move up a little bit. We'll have to see where things go. I'm hoping we can be in the playoff hunt. We need to be in the playoff hunt again, but we'll see where things end up. And so yeah, that's pretty much going to be it for today's video. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys did enjoy. If you guys did, please make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. Really helps out the channel. And you guys will see more of this content if you guys do want to see it. So I think I'll upload a couple more videos this week of this. I'm hoping to maybe have like 3, maybe even 4 episodes of this week, or into next week or the weekend or whatnot. and then we'll go from there. I imagine more updates will come out, and then hopefully at some point here within the next few weeks, we'll get the actual full release of the game, and then I will start a new official series. But we're going to have some fun on here. Hopefully we can have a little bit of improvement. 6-11 the first year and 5-12 the year after that, with a good start in the first half of the season and an absolute crumbling in the second half of the season. So we'll see if we can do a little bit better this year. I'm hoping so. We just have to hope for our quarterback to have a pretty solid year. Did pretty well last year, but missed 2 games. So we'll see what happens. So without further ado, I'm going to end this one off. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.